Hey guys, welcome to weekly trade breakdown. Um, so I'm just going to go over some of the pairs that I normally like to trade. Um, so last week and the week before that, like on the Friday, if I'm not wrong, I had totally three trades last week. So I'll be breaking down those three trades. Um, and let's see if we can share any um, trade ideas that I have for the next week. So the first one was this on the daily time frame. Um, the trend evidently is bullish. It's been creating higher highs and higher lows, going through continuously, comes back in, continued. So I could see that this over here was the last time it came in to where it broke up from. So normally I trade traps and I trade with the structure. I'm a trend follower, especially in swing trading. You normally end up trying to, I normally try to follow the trend, and so I could see that when this move happened and this down move, normally what happens is everyone thinks it's, I don't know, what do they call it in SMC, break of structure and then to the downside. But this is evidently bullish, and this is just a flush out in order to continue the move higher. So I was looking at it on the daily time frame. So when I had this day, I realized that okay, this is a what do you say, an opportunity for the long side, and I could see that this was the support in between 113.888 and 113.600 ish. And when this broke down and then this closed back in, and then I could see that it was now, what do you say, it was on its way up because I call that a trap. So basically, what I do is okay, this is a support breakdown. The idea is that if caught people on the wrong side of the market, I don't know who the people are, but then that's how I like to give myself a reason to believe so, and that's how I've seen the markets since the time I've started trading it. So breakdown goes back in, and then once it's in, and it shows me that okay, it doesn't want to continue lower, which is when you go on the 4 hour. Um, I got an entry in here at 113.850, and I had a stop loss of 260, if I'm not wrong, not 270, 260. Right. This might look like a trade that has won. That's not true. So what happened is I got very impatient. Um, yeah, I think this was the my break even point once it breaks above this. So when I had this break above the line, I waited, and then when there was a follow through on it is when I moved my stop loss to break even, which was wrong on my part because I'm trading with the higher time frame trend. I should probably let it breathe a little more. So what I have done is um, I have told myself to actually wait for a daily close above the line in order to push the this thing stop loss to break even. Unfortunately, I got stopped out here at break even. I did have the opportunity to get in here again when I did, but of course there was a bit of I was hesitant in order to execute a second one right there. I also, after this breakup, I had an order placed over here and then removed it out of fear. I don't know, some. I have to work on my what do you say, psychological aspect there. But yeah, this would have been a trade that is running still at around 4.87 hour. Yeah, and even if you say okay, I might have taken a target here at 3 point at 3.5, so it would have been a good trade. It was a good entry on my part, and I am actually glad that I executed on it. The management should have been better. So that was one. That was on the Friday, if I'm not wrong. Okay, it was on Monday. On Monday, then I was looking at the same. All the yen pairs have been trending. So this one again was the same. Um, I'd been long since here. Well, that again was stopped out at break even again because of my impatience to let the trade breathe. So what I did was I was going to wait on this. Um, I was quite confident on this. So let me just break it down for you. Um, this again, to me, looked like a flush out. Is the same thing. Same logic again. This is your major support. Breaks down. This time I did not wait for it to just go back in. I had gone on the lower time frame to real, and I could see that this was a low that it had that was a low that it had put in, and I could see that it came in, created a structure, went back to the support that had turned into a resistance now, rejected from the resistance, come back below the this support here or whatever, and then if the market wanted to trend, it would normally continue lower, breaking that low. But since it did not do so, and it went all the way back up and then rejected over here again, that gave me the confirmation that it does not want to trend lower. And I also have another rule that says, I mean, it's not a rule, it's just an observation that I've developed, where the first time the major support was broken, it fell that many amount of sellers came in or orders were there. Second time when it did, it was lesser than the previous time and it did not break the low. The third time was even lesser, so I'd gone on the 30 minute, and on the 30 minute, I could see that okay, um, this looks even better because you can see that it is the structure had changed here since it had not broken the low, um, and then gone back in, found a place where um, it was like an imbalance or an auto block, and not an auto block. I've just given it names of my own. So yeah, I just found a place where I could visualize the what do you say the market to come in, tag me in, and go off. So then I placed my orders there on the 30 minute, and then I let it run again. What I could have done better is been a little more patient and let this run, because this would I'd be up about 4% on this one as well, running, and I did not have a reason to close it out. Um, and the trade alone was a 3.6 hour trade anyways. So um, but that's fine. I'm happy the way that I'm executing it. I know that I have to work on my um, holding for the plan to work out or not. I'm quite patient when it comes to execution and picking the right opportunities. I can see that, but of course, I rem- I exited the trade for about 2.46 hour, um, and I was down about 5.5 hour on the phase one account, and I know the reason I got out over here. I think it was somewhere in this over here that I got out. No, not at 6:30. Around, no, yeah, I was here if I'm not wrong. I got out over here on this day, Wednesday, around 9, 7, 8 o'clock Indian time, and did not let it run. Of course, this was an entry that I found out that I could add to, but I did not do that either. So there's a lot of things that I need to work on. Some is basically it's hesitation, and then sticking to my plan when I'm in a trade and executing on a plan that I already have. So yeah, 2 point, and then at this point I was actually trading my account. I was not trading the like I was not trading the market. I was trading the account because I was up 2.46% and I just wanted to book in some profits. So that's not the ideal situation to be in, not the ideal mindset to be in. But yeah, because two trades, that was about the CAD GPY was about 5 odd percent, and this was about 4 odd percent. So what that basically says is when I'm in the right trade, um, I'm actually getting more than what my planned targets are. And even if I just stuck to my planned targets, I'd be out of drawdown and like a percent or two in profit on my phase one. But yeah, these are things that I need to put into practice. I have to practice doing the right thing, and well, I hope I can improve on that with time. But for now, these were the two trades that I took. There was a third one on GBP CAD. Um, so again, I thought the pound was going to continue higher, which looking back structurally, I knew that this was a little bit of a risky trade. So I was quite aggressive with the management. I did get in here and I got out somewhere in one of these two candles. Um, yeah, somewhere here or on like at the beginning of this one. I got out for about how much is it like 0.18% loss, and yeah, it's because it's I started to look at the GU this thing and it did not look quite. It's not moving higher or the structure did not seem right to me. So I realized that and I could also see that my CAD, like the Canadian dollar, was getting stronger and stronger. So I realized that staying in the GBP CAD trade wasn't right, um, and that one thing helped me get out of it. But again, now this is where psychology comes into play, whether you sometimes get away with not taking point 0.8 by not sticking to your plan, but also you get you miss out on 3 4 hour 5 hour or extra 3 4 hour or 2 hour that you would have made if you stuck to your plan. So these are things that you don't really discuss about. um, so and these are like real things that you need to work on that I need to work on as a trader. So yeah, uh, these were the trades for the previous week. um, I'd like to I'm doing this as a what do you say a journal kind of a thing. I do maintain a journal. I do write down. I do track my trades. But this is something I'd like to look back upon and as a journey through which I've actually gotten better at trading. I just want to get better at trading. The focus is how well I can execute my system and how well I can do it consistently over a period of time. Let's just discuss some of the next week's plans or ideas that I might have, which I might execute on. So I'm not sure about the sell from here, although I have to see how price action then plays out. which I don't think it might come up until here. It might just go lower. I don't know. So, but this to me is a very very strong bullish structure. The pound has been way stronger than the euro, and though you've had like three continuous weak candles, weekly candles closing very weak, you can see that there's not much strength in sellers, and the buying strength is a lot more. And I would I would say that it might continue, and if I get a breakdown of this zone here, which it had broken out of, and then comes back in, comes uh, comes back into the zone, breaks the zone, comes and um, breaks the support, turns into resistance, and then catches people on the wrong side and continues higher. Again, I'm just saying catches people on the wrong side to make my mind, uh, what do you say, make it sound logical. Of course, I'm not trading against, what do you say, the retail or none of that. I don't believe in that. I don't think the market makers or the banks are out to get me. I think that's how the market moves, or how the market works, based on liquidity. So yeah, it's just a way to help myself understand, and that's how I've learned it, and that's how I'm gonna continue until I find some better way. So I may not take this sell. I don't know if I'll do anything on the GU. I'm not very confident on the sell, but if I'm, what do you say, if I see a good buy, I will continue buying the pound against the dollar. That's on the GU. EU at the moment, I did miss this trade. I did miss this trade and this trade. So I started realizing that if I can start focusing on fewer pairs, it would be good, instead of me going in search of different opportunities. If I just look at a few, that'll be helpful. Gold again, this could continue with a small listing, and then could go higher, could go lower. I don't have anything on this at the moment. I've never traded gold before. Um, Bitcoin, if this pulls through, then does look good to me, because this is just another continuation of a much larger trend. Came under the support and then continued higher. So this will be like the major liquidity anyways. So add GPY, nothing to do as of now. It's in its impulse leg, and not in the, what do you say, not in a consolidation or a sideways, like GUT again. On this one, oh yeah, so this was the third trade which we discussed. But now, if I have a look at it on this, on the weekly, you can see that it has taken liquidity here, broken up, broken higher again, comes back in, feels like an endorsement or a flush out low, and then continues higher. So I'm assuming that if the pound is going to get stronger, I can have two trades, which is in GU and in GBP CAD, and this looks like materializing much better than the other one. So yeah, anything else? No SMP, no. Maybe on the US oil, maybe on US oil again. Um, Consolidation broke down, could be an inducement high and then lower. So these are the three trade ideas that I have, and I'm waiting on um, the this thing to come through. Um, yeah, thank you. I'll see you next week with an update again. See you all.